Welcome to this Module 3 of Orion Website Basics training. In this session, we're going to focus a little bit of attention on the Orion's Properties tab. So let's get started. From the Orion dashboard, or anywhere actually in Orion, you'll see the 5 tabs at the top: Dashboard, Documents, Properties, Content, and Tools and Resources. For the Properties, we want to click on the Properties tab, obviously. We try to make Orion as intuitive as possible, but let's look around the screen here at a few things and see what we can find on the Properties tab. The first thing we'll notice over here under Tools and Resources is several different things that you can click on. If you want to look at, for example, all of your active listings, this would be exclusive right of sale or lease listings that you've put into Orion that are active. And by definition, active in Orion means that we haven't passed the listing expiration date and all of the required fields have been filled in. So with those two parameters in mind, if I click on My Active Listings, I'm going to get a list of all my active listings. You'll see here that it originally will display them as 5 per page, and these are sample listings that we have in here for demonstration purposes. But if I wanted, I can show them 10, 15, 20, or 26 per page. There's 2 pages worth here for me on this sample. But you can see they're all my active listings. And I can do, as I'm looking at these, let's say I pull, let's look at them all here. Let's say I want to look at that one, that one, that one, and that one. I want to get rid of all the rest and just look at those. I can check the filter box, then click on this filter box up here, and it gets rid of all those other listings, and then it just shows me these 4 that I have selected. And if I wanted to, say, print out just a summary report of these 4 listings, I click on the words, and right there you'll see that those 4 listings come out in a summary with the name of the property, a little description of it, the price, and a map showing where they all are, and a nice summary of it. If I wanted a detailed report of that, I could click on Detail, and it'll give me a 1-page on each property that I could print out and use for whatever purposes I needed. So that's my active listings. Now, if you have a property in Orion and we've passed the expiration date and you haven't renewed it, or you forgot to update the date and you did renew it and it's gone inactive, it's still in the system. It just doesn't feed out to any property databases, any public websites. It won't show up any searches, anything like that. But it's still in there. So let's say you go to your client, you sit down, you renew the listing, you get a listing extension signed or a brand new listing agreement signed, and you want to go in now and make that listing active again in Orion. And if you clicked on My Active Listings, you're not going to find it there. So what you have to do is click on All My Properties. So clicking on All My Properties, you'll see everything that you have. And you'll see there's a status notification here. So this one is available, this one has expired, this one is pending, closed, leased, and so on and so forth. So for example, if this were the listing that I wanted to renew, I'd simply click on it. It just brings up the listing detail page. I'd go to Edit, and then I would go to the Detail section here and update the expiration date. So that's simple enough. Hopefully that makes sense. If you want to look at, again, all your sold properties and just filter them out from all your properties, you can do that. Just click on My Sold Properties, My Leased Properties, the same thing. My Watch List Properties, this is a list of all the properties that show on your dashboard in your Watch List section. So let's go back to my dashboard here for a second. This watch list up here, these are all properties that are showing up in your watch list. And what that means is that anytime a change is made to any of those properties, the system is going to monitor that change. It's going to see that you have that property on your watch list, and it's going to send you a notification saying, hey, this property has been edited or changed in some way. Here's a link to the property so you can call the listing associate and talk about the change. My pending properties, same thing. These would be properties, for sale properties that are under contract but not yet closed, if you've marked them that way. And you can browse. We're on the Properties tab here again. Now you can also browse properties by company. So if you want to look at a list of all the listings of your company or a particular company, you click on Browse by Company. Then there's a drop-down list, and you can pick whatever company you want here. For example, let's find Prudential Commercial Real Estate in Tampa Bay. So you see there's 10 per page, 18 pages, 180 listings of commercial real estate listings in this company. You can look at them 10, 20, you can look at them all and just scroll through them and do whatever you want. Click on any of them to see any of those kind of details. The Properties tab is also where you would add a property if you want to. You can click on this to add a property, or you can add a property from the main Properties tab section, Add New Property. The Properties tab is also where you'd go to edit a property. So you click here. When you click Edit a Property, it gives you a list of all your exclusive listings that are currently active, and you can edit them. So that's the basics on the Properties tab. We won't get into a detailed property search now. We'll do that in another webinar.